Welcome back, generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 hour to make the best game ever. Good. Last session we did conclude that we will treat our light list as static lights. Yeah. And hope for the best. Yeah. Okay. Then what I say we do is we go to base height map. We copy this stuff here. And we put that into we put that into world height map. We do pre-compute, but we need to hold on. We also need to pass the light iterate. Yeah. So we have this update terrain function, right? We get this here. So can we take this guy and just put it in world height map at pre-compute. Display. What's the problem here? I don't understand what it's complaining here about. Error. Use of undefined type. Why? It's inside W3D display, which we had just included there. What's the problem? I don't understand. We just included it here. Huh? It's here. RTS 3D scene. Aha, this one. Ah, scene.h. Let's see. There we go. Where was it? Somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so now we can create it. Then we do lights iterator. How do we destroy the lights iterator? Okay. Okay, then we pass the lights iterator into this function. The one compute ambient light. Ambient light. Good, then we pass this iterator here. And then we pass this stuff here. No. This stuff. Put this here. Lights iterator. What about this one here, though? Oof. Oof. To the lights. This one here is weird, right? This here. Why is it doing that? Mm-hmm. What? What's going on here? What? That's wild here. Yeah. Mm. 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 This code here is extremely confusing here. And this one here is the wildest. This bow is the same here. What is this? What what is it doing? It's both the same. What is this? Hmm. Hmm. Bottom left. Hmm. 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 This is so confusing here. What is it doing? Oh, man. It looks like they didn't. The EA guy didn't know either. It was. Oh. I mean, effectively, it means that, right? Now, the next question is why do we do this shenanigans here? And there certainly is a case to make that if we add the last tire, then we can't just take the cell offset here, because then there would be nothing, right? Display height. Yeah. I don't know. Just from index to real. But I mean, if this doesn't crash here, then this also shouldn't be necessary here. I'm inclined to say that it's probably fine to just do VB y EBY equals spot right, so this, yeah, the same as this, yeah, and same here, yeah. So my assumption is that this would also work just fine. Yeah. I mean, it looks simpler, so that's good. Yeah, let's go with this, yeah. If we don't see any complaints, then maybe it's good enough. Okay, so okay, what did we actually want to do? Lights, iterator, update VP, do the light. So then, so then that means we remove this here. We remove this. And this. And update block. We remove this. And this. Update block. Update block. Does this require dynamic lights? Well, it touches a lot of things here. How about we remove these things later? This is too much right now. Yeah. Makes it too complicated. Okay, to the light. So this guy, we no longer pass this. Okay, so then here we comment out all this stuff here, and we simply do this, right? VB diffuse. There we go. And we comment out all this here. Okay. Then we also don't need this here. Okay. Okay, so that is simple enough. Then we go to our world height map. X, Y, Z. Oh. Do the light. Get display height. MP map. Oh shit. The question is, how do we correctly calculate this here? We have xy. So we should be able to calculate this. It's the same way we do this here, right? Let's do a vector 3 pos light directions 4 light directions 0 dot x y z, and then we copy the same shit that we have here. I assume we do. This is z, so we do get height, get quick height, and data. Do end data, tile index, get quick height, xy, times map height scale. Then here we do okay, I hope I do this right here. I'm really not so sure. So we do this. I mean, it looks okay. Yeah. And then we do the other ones. So we have one. Problem is you can't test it. So if I make a mistake, you know, well, then it's wrong, and that's it. Okay, so we have this, and then we have plus cell offset. Yeah, x plus 1. X plus 1. So if we add the x plus 1 here, then this is fine, but we can't do it here. Get quick height. We can do x plus 1 and then min m width. So let me clarify also this top left, top right, bottom right, bottom left. Okay, so let's do const int cell offset 1. Okay, and then here we do plus 1 plus cell offset. Bottom right. Then here we do plus cell offset. Bottom left plus cell offset, and then here we do max 0. Min m height. Does that make sense? Let's see. Yeah, I think we can do that. Yeah, I think we can do that. Assuming that works. No. direction. This also is right direction. Light location. I'm also inclined to say that maybe say we only do this if light's iterator. If light's iterator. Okay. And then here we do light direction. Light direction equals direction. We can do vector 3 light direction equals light directions tire index. Then we also need this guy here, light.h. Include light.h. Okay, so I'm not sure if I did it this correct, but maybe. Yeah. We still need this though. Let's call this light positions. Light positions. Yeah. Then we have make a copy here, light direction. There we go. And then we do here. Let's do vector 3. Light position equals then we do light position dot x and y. Is that fair? Then we can also move this guy down here. I think that's it. Well, we have no way of testing it, so I guess we just trust that. Hopefully it's correct. Yeah. What's the problem here? I think we already have a problem. It wouldn't compile, is that right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So if we had now lights in this iterator, then it should put these on the ground, bake them in. Whether this works, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what can we say? It looks like it could work. Okay, let's see if it compiles or we have some error now. We have some errors. Where's the error? Can we forward declare this or? object list. So I suspect we include that here, yeah. Our object list. Failed. Error. Pre-compute. Ambient light saturator. There we go. Okay, compiles. Let's put a breakpoint here and see what happens. Text to normal, blah, tile index, blah, blah, light positions. So light iterator, x minus 700. Huh. Minus 7. Okay. Is that correct? Just from index to real. Get border size inline. Okay. I guess it's fine. Okay. X, Y, Z. Okay. Okay, we don't have light here, light saturator. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So if this is not crashing, then this should work just fine. Yeah. Okay. So if we had static lights, then they would work. But it looks like we don't have static lights, so code is useless, but it also won't have any... It won't have a big performance impacts other than allocating the iterator, I guess. Yeah. Okay, but this looks fine. Then before we start finishing that, how about there was this other case in base height map where we removed this here. How about we first remove this, because this one was just bugging, and we can cleanly remove that. So we remove this guy. The based far off. That guy. And this guy. This one. Okay, I think that will be it. Okay. So then the first thing we do is remove these two fields and remove this and this. Good. And then we just say remove depth fades. Remove depth fades from base height. Remove unused depth fade from base height map. Unused and broken. Okay, so that is step one. Then let's start do the light. So here, yeah, we can now remove all this bullshit here. Do the light. Okay. And then, so there are some other functions that do light. These ones here. My scene. Get static diffuse. Get the static diffuse color value for a terrain vertex. Yeah. Vertex. X, Y, Z. Yeah. I would say we simply do we do I see. We can simplify this to this one can also be null. Scene can be null. What is this scene? Render object scene. Oof. Oof. Now I think we remove all of this. And then here we call do the light vertex 1 raise raise XY. Oh Jesus, where are we? XY. There we go. To the lights. Okay. Then we also no longer need this here. And we also no longer need this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is that it? There's one more here. VB. It's also just one. VB. Yeah. VB. Okay, but this one is not in. Okay, here's the question. How do we get the terrain? Shit. Yeah, so here the problem I see is we don't have the coordinates of the terrain map, of the height map, but we just have like normal locations. We could divide it by the XY factor. Is that possible? Maybe. Oh. XY. We could do the XY factor. Yeah. XY. We divide by the XY factor, cast to int. And that would be it, right? So, yeah, this is all reals. Vertex values. To the light rays. Normal. But this one is a custom normal. Do the light. So we need to keep the do the light function. right, normal. Wait, does it compile so far? Okay, so the question is, what do we do with this function here? It is still needed at this one place for the bridges. Because it uses a custom normal, not for the terrain, but for the bridge. So this is very much needed here. How can we do this? Do the light. Do the light. It doesn't need the lights iterator, so we could remove all that. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe what we could do is on the pre-computation. On the pre-computation, we could also call this function here. Then we don't need to re-implement it, right? But yeah. By the way, this one here should be going here. Well, this will no longer work here, this normal. Well, we can do if def else texel normals Texel normals get pre-computed. Texel normals. Is that the correct function name? No. Texel normal. Oh, where are we? Somehow I lost where I was. Where was I? Pre-compute. Oh man. Pre-compute. Ambient light. No, I can't remember where I was, where I just was. What is this? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so it's const, texel normal, and then this one would be texel normal dot normal tile corner. Dot. Let's rename this to do the pre-computed light. Okay. And then we still have this guy here. Do the lights. So do the light. So the question is, would it perhaps make sense to use this one for the pre-computing? Because right now we have it all re-implemented here. Maybe. Or we create another new function. Yeah, be good to avoid recreating the code. Yeah. Question is how. Maybe we can break out this stuff here, but then it still needs the VB stuff here. Let's think about this. Maybe we do compute ambient light, and we need a real X, real Y. What are the inputs? So VB, X, Y. Yeah. I guess we need all that. A light, a normal. Yeah. I'm not sure. Let's put this here. So if we use normals, then we simply do. So here we have color, and then we do color. Color dot x, color dot red equals that, red, green, y, blue, z, and then color dot alpha, just to, I don't know, alpha. Real. Okay. Normal. Alpha divided by 255.0f. Okay. Yeah. Actually, we don't need that. We just leave it uninitialized. How about that? Okay, and then here we do oh, we also have a Z here. Real Z. I think we can just give it a vector 3 or chord 3D. Chord 3D or vector 3. Yeah, let's give it a vector 3. Let's do a vector 3 world pos const so world pos x, world pos y, world pos z. Okay, world pos x, man, goddamn pop-ups. Okay, and shade. Color, return color, remove this, yeah. Let's do color. Color dot alpha equals alpha divided by 255.0f. Okay, and then here maybe we just do real shade R, just make a reference to color dot red. Yeah, so we don't have to rename it. Yeah, blue, green, green, blue. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this should basically do the same shit as it did originally, except for this guy here. And then we do then here in this function, we now call this new function create ambient light. We do a vector 3 vec. We do VB this guy. We do, let's call it pos. Then we pass pos here. We pass light, normal, P light saturator, and alpha. And then we do, then we have this guy here. And then we have RGB color. Where is it here? This one, this color. Then if use normals, then we do one thing, otherwise we do the other. And if we do this and this and this, this. Okay, we need to multiply it. Yeah. So we do this color. We do color dot red, green, blue, color red, green, and blue. Okay, and then here we do color red, green, blue. Why don't we just do, I think that's stupid. We just put this here and we don't do this. And we don't do that. And we remove this. And we don't need that. Yeah, we don't need this. Then here we do alpha. And then here we simply do normal x. Just copy this. Then here we remove all this. Then here we remove this. Okay, cool. So we basically have now a wrapper here around this new function, which is compute ambient light. And now we should also be able to call this function in our pre-compute step in here. So we don't need to replicate all this bullshit. Right. So basically we now just call well, here we can optimize this to min. Okay, and then we can also remove this function here, static lights. Oh man, that's quite chaotic, isn't it? So now we can remove, oh boy, ambient light. Yeah, so we remove this. This one we move down here. And then we take this guy and then we do the lights, which somehow doesn't work. Why not? World height map doesn't know about this, doesn't it? What is it? Base height map. Can we call into this or not? Why is this not static? Shouldn't this be static? I think it should be, right? It doesn't use any data members, so I think it can be static. Or not. Yeah. And then I think this one can also be static. Not here. Oh, it does say here static lights. Finally, we have some evidence. Diffuse lighting for a vertex, taking all the static lights into account as well. Aha. Finally, we have some confirmation that this refers to static lights. Okay, so static. Do the lights. Okay, then we should be able to now do this, do the light, and now we can pass oh shit. Oh man, such a chaos here. Chaos programming. It looks like we need to make this public. Yeah, I think so. Let's put it down here. Okay, do the light and then compute ambient light, and there we pass a world pass, which is light positions, tile corner, and then what is light? Light is this here, and then normal is texel normal, tile corner, and then lights iterator, and then alpha is, where's alpha? This one. Oh boy, where are we? Here. So a vector 3 pos. Pixel normal dot normal. Let's do vector 3 normal. Takes a normal. That doesn't work. Oh, it has to be cons. Oh, right. Oh boy, fat fingers. Normal. Alpha. Unsigned bytes of consts. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have a light iterator, then we go through all this trouble here. Okay, I think that looks good. I don't know if that works, but it should. Compute ambient light, position light, normal. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see. A lot of science here goes into this bullshit. Yeah. Okay, there's a fair ambient light, not reference. Right, because we don't write that shit. Right, we need to do something with the results here. Const RGBA color real color, and then ambient light. Color A equals color tile corner dot A equals let's take this here. I think so this is a color. A is, we already have this value here. So we don't actually care really about this. We just pass it for courtesy. A, let's put A at the end, RGBA. So we have color red, color green, color blue, color RGBA. R has no member. Oh, this is let's call this computed color. There we go. Okay. Okay, so if I didn't do a mistake, then this should still work. And we have a lot of commented code. Should we then need to clean up? No. Holy shit. What a refactor job that was. Was fun though. Let's hope it works. Let's see. Okay, looks promising. Yeah. Yeah. Looks good. Okay, cool. Let's make it a bit faster. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, great. I think that works beautifully. Fantastic. Let's double check that it really uses now the pre-computed light in the various places. So we have do the pre-computed light. It's using it here and here. Yeah. Okay, cool. Then let's clean up our mess here that we have just created. Yeah. So this one. Yeah, okay. So this one is the original code, which we will now delete. Compute ambient light, okay, and then here. Okay, and then we have this shit here. Yeah. Then we remove this and this. And this. Okay, base height map, word height map, we can also clean up, tile index. The position is only used for the lights iterator, yeah. Compute ambient light. I would say here we also say computed alpha. So for completeness sake, computed alpha times 255. Okay. And then I would say we take this guy and we put it here and we say world pos for lights. Maybe. Maybe we can move the alpha here. Can we make this null? This as well. Okay. Okay, and then pre-compute ambient lights. Then here we can now do alpha. Light saturator and pause. So we have light, normal, alpha, pause. Light, normal, alpha, light, iterator, pause, yeah. Okay. Okay. Then I think we can delete all this shit here as well. Okay, cool. Pre-compute ambient lights, ambient light and pause. I think there's one more thing missing, and that is we need to also pre-compute the ambient light when we do this here. All right. When we modify the terrain, then that will change the slope of the terrain, and so we need to recompute the ambient light at those slopes. But now we have the question about the iterator. Well, that would be a bit expensive. Set raw heights. Yeah, so that's a bit unfortunate. Here we need to allocate a lights iterator for every height that we change. That sucks. Set raw map height. flattened terrain. Oof. So I think here we need to pass our mighty light generator. Include our object list, I think it was. Yeah. Static lighting changed. What is this? All lighting needs to be recalculated. Static lighting changed. Need full update. Cause the terrain to get updated with new lighting. Oof. Need full update. Oh. Scorches and buffer. Okay, looks like there's more investigation necessary regarding this guy here. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. I think I will take a break here. Need to continue next session with trickling down this iterator. Oh, yeah. So here we pass the iterator as well. I don't know why this is complaining now. Oh, it also wants the lights. Oh. Ah. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, what is the problem here? I don't see a problem. Arguments is incompatible with parameter. What? Why? Oh man. Oh man. Pre-compute ambient light. Okay, I don't understand what the problem here is. It looks like this should work. We pass the lights. And the lights iterator. But somehow it doesn't like it. Set raw height. Okay, let's take care of it next session. I think I'm done here. Yeah, it's too bad that we didn't quite finish it, but I think there are now more questions like, will this work correctly when we modify terrain height with scorches and everything? Since we saw that there's like a logic to do a full update when terrain height has changed. Yeah. This is called everywhere where we, yeah, maybe. Static lighting changed, yeah. We need to look into this. Yeah. Just allocated the buffers. We got no scorches in the buffer. If we just causes with new lightning. Scorches in buffer. Scorches in buffer 0. Scorches in buffer. Update scorches. Oof. Oof. Is this public? No. Oh boy. Draw scorches. That's a lazy update. So maybe we just need to. Maybe we just need to. Where are we? Oh boy. Maybe we just need to do these guys here. Update light, rod buffer, update light, static lighting change, static lighting change. I'm not sure if we need this here. Maybe that's not needed. Need full update. What does this do? Update center. Need full update. Yeah. Test this. Good. I think I will end it here. That next session, let's try to figure out how we solve all this. But I think we are getting there. Yeah. Good. I will end it here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.